Hello everybody, welcome to our first online clay class, and I hope you all are doing well. Of course, I'd rather be teaching you in person, but we're going to make the most out of these few weeks that we're at home, and hopefully we'll be back in the studio together soon. So I went ahead and brought home the supplies that I sent home with you all. I have my straw, I have my wooden skewer, and a popsicle stick, newspaper, clay, and a PVC pipe. So in the studio we have a lot more tools and supplies. So we're going to work with some hand building projects this week, and it should be fun. So make sure you're enjoying yourself. Just take a deep breath. You know you can always start over. If you do not like what's happening with your project, just put it back in a bowl and start over. If your clay starts to dry out a little bit, you can always have a cup of water on the side just to add a little moisture. That is one thing I have not supplied myself with yet today, but if I need to get some water, I'm in my kitchen, so I should be able to get that quickly. All right. So I just pulled one piece of newspaper over, and we're gonna make an elephant today. That's something that I have not even made myself, so we'll see how that goes. And we're gonna be sculpting. So you may want to find a shoebox at home to keep all of the projects that you're gonna make over the next few weeks, because we will bring those to the studio and fire those and glaze those in the studio once it's open. So I just took a ball of clay for the body. I'm going to start with the body of the elephant here. And you don't have to use the newspaper, it's just in case, you know, your mom would like your kitchen counter or wherever you're working to stay clean. And again, this is all washable. So if you do happen to make a little mess, you can just wipe it up with a sponge and water or a towel. And so I've got this ball of clay, and we're going to pinch. We're going to pinch the body. So y'all have done this before with other animals that we've made. And I chose an elephant this week because it's actually the birthday week for a good friend of mine, and she loves elephants. Not that this will be ready for her birthday because it needs to be fired and glazed, but at least I'm thinking about her this week. And we're trying to find ways to celebrate in the midst of being at home. So all right, so I've got the little pinched body. Now, I'm just going to pinch out a little area on the side right here. And I'm going to do that over on the other side as well. Again, this is my first time making an elephant, so we're in this together. I may need to pause at some point. I'm going to pinch out a little area in the front. But since it's my first time, and it's your first time, just remember, it's clay, it's just dirt. So if we make a mistake, we just start over, and we're enjoying this. So being creative like this is so good, especially on days where you find yourself, you might be a little bored, you're not getting out of the house. Today's a little bit gloomy. I'm looking forward to some sunshine and warmer weather coming up with the spring so we can get out and hike. So you can see this is starting to take the shape, the body of an elephant a little bit. And this project is something we're going to start on as far as just getting the general shape, and then there's so many details because we can be working on fine details. Sometimes we don't always take the time to do that with our wheel pieces in the studio, and sometimes even with our hand-built pieces. But since we're making smaller projects, we can work on the skin and the wrinkles in the skin and really define our pieces and maybe fine-tune things in our skills that we haven't spent the time to do in the studio. So, if you all have looked closely at an elephant, you've probably noticed they've got a little ridge in the back. So I'm just going to be pinching that little ridge, and that ridge typically leads to the tail eventually. So I'm just going to be pinching that ridge, starting with that here. And I have not been able to see the baby elephant at the zoo. I believe there's a baby elephant at the zoo. So that's always something we can look forward to again after we get back out in the world. So I don't know if you're finding small ways to get outside and just be part of the community without getting close to one another. But in our neighborhood, they're setting up like scavenger hunts in the windows. Like we had letters and numbers last week. This week we have bears and animals, and some people are putting pictures of, or maybe putting a teddy bear in their window so that while you're walking around, you can just kind of try to spot something in the window. And that's something kind of fun you could do in your own neighborhood if you wanted to bring a little creativity. Another thing people are doing that I've heard about, and for my friend's birthday, they're going to put sidewalk chalk messages throughout the neighborhood. And I think we're going to do that for a friend of ours and across the street tomorrow. It's her birthday. So find little ways to use your creativity to bring a smile to others. So, all right, so here's the body. You can see that little ridge. And you can kind of look and see which one might look more like the back and the front. I think I'm going to attach the head to this side here. So right now I think I'll save the tail for a little bit later because that'll be more fine and delicate and I don't want to accidentally bump that. So I'm going to grab another, I have some scraps right here. And looking at the size of this, I need a little more clay to make the head for the elephant. So I'm going to roll that into a ball. So it would be kind of fun if we get started on this elephant here and you decide, okay, this could be the baby elephant and I want to make a mom. Or this could be the mom elephant, you can make even a smaller one, a baby one. And I just want y'all to know that as we're working through these online projects over the next few weeks, if you start to run low on clay, just have your parents email me and we can get more clay to you as well. I know we started out with about a third of a bag, so we can add more. And if you start to spend more time working with clay, you find it to be therapeutic and enjoyable, just let me know. I'm happy to get more clay. All right, so starting with kind of like a round shape for the head. And then I'm going to make a coil for the trunk. So I'm going to just pinch off a little bit here. And just rolling that coil for the trunk. You all have rolled coils before. You can also do that on your newspaper if you find that a little bit easier to do. All right, and then you may want to find that you could add a different shape to the trunk where you may want it to come up. And I'm looking at this shape of this trunk with the elephant, and I might need to make that a little bit thicker. So you know what, I'm gonna put this together and roll it again because I want to add a few details to the trunk as well. Probably should eventually do some research on elephants because I bet there's some kind of perspective as far as the length of the trunk in relation to the size of the elephant. So you could learn a lot about this animal if you wanted to just pause on this video and do a little research and find out exactly, typically, what is the size of a trunk for an elephant. You could look at length, you could look at diameter. Might be a little bit of good research that you could have. And I'm thinking I want my elephant to be a little expressive. I want it to kind of curl up a little bit and that it's going to be maybe it's in the middle of eating from a tree. All right, so there we go. I could attach that, but before I attach it, I think I'm going to add some lines. I'm going to take the popsicle stick and just put those little ridges throughout the trunk that you typically see. And this will be a great tool for adding those ridges on the skin of the elephant as well. So you can see a little bit closer there. And you could also add the nostrils to the trunk using the end of your wooden skewer. here, just a little bit of pressure. And feel free at any time that you want to push pause on this video so that you can take some time to either research or add some more detail. In fact, I think I'm actually going to push pause right now, and I might even look at the scale of the head to the body so I know exactly what shape I want the head to be to fit on this size body.
Sure. No,
I have an
don't.
assistant pushing pause for me.
Right.